Well, home prices saw a bit of a modest jump in the country over this summer, but over the last year, pardon me. But the latest home price data from LePage finds that home prices actually dropped from this past spring. So let's dig into the details and the numbers now. We're with LePage's CEO, Phil Soper. Phil, good to talk to you about this morning. It's interesting to sort of take a look at the markets and sort of go a little wider, taking a look at Canada, because the GTA kind of stands out amongst the rest of the country in terms of pricing and trends, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're seeing our most expensive markets, Toronto first and Vancouver second, lag a little in the recovery, which appeared to start in September. What I mean by recovery is the end of the post-pandemic market downturn.
And so what do you attribute that to? Why is it that in the more expensive markets that there is a sort of lagging trend, as it were?
Couple of things. One, first-time homebuyers they carry bigger mortgages in our biggest and most expensive cities, the GTA, standing first among them. So they're hyper interest rate focused. And secondly, the investor market is tougher, and investors supply the bulk of our rental accommodation in the country. And it's just been really hard for small business renters, individual landlords to make the math work when prices are flat, so their asset isn't appreciating, and rates have been high, although we're seeing them trickle back into market as rates start to decline.
Yeah, we were talking yesterday with a guest about the sort of GTA condo market and how a lot of those, like you said, those investors and landlords are kind of underwater right now. So let's talk about the other thing you mentioned there, investment rate specificity and focus on that. We've seen the Bank of Canada now in kind of a rate cutting cycle. We're getting another one coming up in a couple of weeks' time, likely another cut here. What is that doing to the market, Phil? And is the advice right now for people to wait and watch to see if there are more cuts, or maybe get in now and maybe watch the rates come down further with a variable rate perhaps?
A lot to unpack here. If you're a first-time home buyer, you're not bringing any equity to the table. So that mortgage, waiting 5 or 6 weeks to the next Bank of Canada meeting when mortgages might come down, if home prices don't move, you're going to be paying less for your home. The challenge is when markets turn, they tend to turn really quickly. You see this sharp increase in activity, and prices can leap. We've seen this as recently as the spring of 22. So it's a bit of a game of chicken, if you will. You know, you're waiting for rates to come down and you're hoping that prices stay stable. My advice for first-time homebuyers is you're going to be fine this fall. It's not a busy time of year. Traditionally, it's our slowest quarter, so you'll have time to look around, put conditions in an offer, like a conditional on an inspection. It's the kind of market that is easier to purchase a home in.
So how different is it then, Phil, if you actually do own and do have equity, that sort of thing?
Well, those people are raring to go. If you look at the inventory levels on LePage.ca, which is the busiest real estate company website in the country, we're up 19% year over year to the highest level of listings we ever had. Now, our housing stock grows over time, so you'd expect it to grow over time, but not that kind of leap. So people who have homes and need different housing are saying, you know, come on, someone come buy my home. I want to move on to another one. So yeah, if you're an existing home buyer, it's not really impacting you so much today. It's those first-time home buyers, the investors, small landlords that are really having the dilemma as to when they leave.
Yeah, exactly. All right. And a lot of people are sort of weighing it all out because there are a lot of factors that go into it. Phil Soper, we always appreciate talking real estate with you. Thanks so much, and have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, you too.